Okay, let's talk about it, okay? Just because a person leaves the property does not mean that they don't have a balance, okay? I get so many people that's coming to me looking for places to live, and guess what? They didn't know that they owed a balance. They said, "Oh, I didn't get a notification from the previous place because I left." So obviously, when you leave, there's going to be a process in them getting your new address if you don't give them the forwarding address. So chances are, you're not going to go into the office, reach out to them and give them the forwarding address of your new place simply because you don't want them to find you and you think you may not owe anything. Well, let me tell you, if you are at the end of your lease, some places do require a 30-day or 60-day notice. So that is important that you read the terms of your lease. Now, when a community landlord, property manager, owner has to turn over balances to the courts, they generally will add court and lawyer fees onto that. So processing fees and all of that. So sometimes the balance that you thought you owed, or even if you owed a balance, you're looking at these other charges saying, oh my God, where are they coming from? Okay. So I see that happens daily. All right. And then multiple people on a lease. If there's multiple people on a lease, generally, unless you have something in writing from that landlord, from the property owner, they're likely going to charge each person the full balance that was owed remaining on that lease. So just keep that in mind as well. So the person that you're going in with, you want to make sure that you trust them, they're reliable. But then again, can you really trust anybody these days? I get it every single day. People coming to me needing my help. And I do my best to help them, obviously, okay? So, yeah, leasing is no joke, okay? No joke. I get people that called me and said, hey, I just got evicted. Can you help me find something? I'm going to put this place on a payment plan or what have you, but sometimes the payment plans stop and, the properties, the next place doesn't know if you're going to do them the same way. So I really don't know what's going on with the housing industry right now, because I know for me, myself, paying for a roof over my head has always been, primary, even before I got a husband or any of that, it's always been primary. So like, I'm going to take care of that before anything else, comes into play. So a roof over my head has always been, when I was in apartments, I always made sure the rent got paid, everything. So these days are not as forgiving as it used to be. A lot of times you would go into your next place and just put down double rent, extra deposits and what have you. And you'd be able to find somewhere, nice, easy breezy, get in there, new lease, didn't matter. They didn't do all the checks and all of that. But things have really shifted over the years in the housing industry, okay? So obviously, right now, we don't know what's going to happen with the market. But if you're in a position to buy right now, obviously don't wait, because, they always say the best time to buy was yesterday. That was the best time to invest in real estate yesterday, last year, decade ago, because obviously look around now, we're in 2025. If you bought, 7, 8 years ago, you would have had more equity. So built up. So a lot of people what they're doing is they bought those homes. They're doing co-living. So I'm seeing that as well. People putting up their rooms for rent. And sometimes they will charge up to upwards of $1,000 plus per room. Now, what comes with that room, I'm seeing they're saying you get a free parking. Sometimes they have a home with a pool, amenities, and you get the Wi-Fi, you get shared kitchen space, you get, furnished already living, provided. Possibly you get a chance to get some food if the person cooks. So, and you also get the stability of being in a house versus the apartment living. So y'all have to excuse the way I'm looking right now. I was not feeling it today. I work from home and this is it today. Okay. But yes, most definitely, people are getting very creative. That is the name of the game these days, is to get creative. So I'm seeing so many people now starting YouTube channels. Okay, here I am. I had the channel, but I spent so much time surfing and scrolling, hey, but I figure, I have value. I have, expertise to offer. So here I am. Anybody have any questions? Anybody looking to relocate to Arizona? I can help you get into a house, whether you want to buy or rent. Now, sometimes when you're renting, the criteria can be almost just as tight as if you're going to buy. Not always, but sometimes they do want to see the sixes and the credit. A lot of times discharge bankruptcy a year or two, which I don't understand that, because I think you can't file for like 7-8 years anyway. So it's not like you'd be able to add on, additional things. But I get people that are coming to me and wanting to find places, and they're in an active bankruptcy. And the problem with that, I'm not a lawyer. Please consult a lawyer. This is not legal advice. But I do know that a lot of properties have had people add on rent, saying, hey, I can't, the person couldn't pay their rent. So they added on, the 2-3 months rent that they were behind. And it was harder to evict those people because they had legal protection under the bankruptcy. So that's why a lot of places don't want you to come in the door with the bankruptcy. But I don't understand why they have a timeline of why it has to be, so much time passed, because you literally should be able to walk out of that door, the courthouse, you get that discharge letter and go into anywhere and apply. But sometimes they do want you to start rebuilding and reestablishing credit, showing that you're responsible and can make payments on things. So yeah, I get it when it comes to that, but I feel like everybody deserves, another chance, So I'm not going to say a second, because sometimes we need more than 2 chances. We need multiple chances. Life be life, and So, but yeah, most definitely. I'm gonna say I can't wait for spring. I feel like it's coming in every day. It's getting daylight a little bit longer, so I'm really happy for that. I don't know, where are you watching from? I'm in Arizona, but yeah, definitely, most definitely. If you are looking to come to Arizona, here is, it's a different kind of place. You might meet 2 out of 15 people that you meet and encounter will be natives. Maybe 2 out of 20, maybe 3 out of 20. It just all depends, but depends on what day it is. One day I met like 3 people from Arizona. So it truly all depends. I met a guy at the motor vehicle, which they call it the DMV back in the Midwest. And now it's like the motor vehicle division, or whatever they call it, MVD here. So it's, but I met somebody there. So, but, and then I'm going to have to say, if you are looking for, basements out here, I will say in the Midwest and all that, the basements were amazing. They have some houses here with basements, just a few houses, but it was always like 10-15 degrees cooler. You could always, get away, escape. If you have kids, they can go down there. But, not a lot of homes here with basements, but that's kind of what's missing. But you just kind of give it, it's a give and take, because you're coming here for the weather, for the elements, the scenery, the opportunity to give yourself to be active, to get more sunlight, all the things. We have citrus trees in the back. So, I get a chance to eat citrus basically every day if I want to. Some days I get sick of it, but at the same time, it's really good for you. So, what are y'all having for dinner today? It is like 7 or so here right now in Arizona. And I had some like bread and butter, something in there. I don't know why, but that's what I wanted. So, I don't know. My husband's still out. He's going to grab something. But anyway, if you are looking to come to Arizona, I am your AZ Relo plug. So all the things relocation, storage companies, okay? If you're looking for moving companies, freight companies, I get people that are just coming out here and they're going to ship their cars. And they call me and they want me to connect them with a freight broker. I got you, okay? So I got an amazing freight broker that can get you, the best quotes to help you to get your items here. Everybody doesn't move here and get a stipend from their job. Everybody doesn't move here and get all their moving expenses covered. That's in a perfect world, you know. And, you know, some jobs are still doing that for people, and I'm happy to see that. But there are some people that's footing the bill out of their pocket, and they literally sell everything, or they give everything away, or put it in storage or whatever, and it is it's not coming making the move with them. So people starting over it is always a beautiful thing to watch, because you know everything that you put your all into, it's going to be beautiful. It really is. It is going to manifest into something beautiful because you gave it your all. You know, you didn't give up. You didn't stop. You kept pushing. I know Arizona was my dream state. I was tired of the cold, the winter, the snow, the ice, and all the things, driving in the snow and, you know, the humidity. But I can't even really say the humidity is that bad, because the humidity is good for your skin and hair. But definitely it was hard, if you know, for the joints. But I've since had, you know, joint surgery, so I feel better with that. Just working on some weight loss right now. But yeah, how many of you all working on goals right now? I know life is like, you know, you got 10 things to work on. You're working on your health. You're working on your financial wealth. You're working on your, you know, whatever you're working on. You know, it's just, you know, we're trying to juggle so many things. I know it can be very overwhelming, but I just want to encourage you that it's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. You know, just take it day by day, moment by moment. You know, you know, when you think somebody's got it easy, when you're looking on the outside in, you don't really know if they have it easy. You know, you're just assuming that someone has it easier than you, when all in all, they could be just putting a smile on their face, just like you. You know, we have to get our smiles together and go out the door. You know, every time I say, oh, nobody's going to talk to me today, I'm going to go to the store and put my head on, and, you know, and that's the very day that everybody runs up to you, say, hi, how are you? I know the other day I went to the store, and the lady, she was so cute, little lady. She was probably about 4 feet, like 7 or something. And she was like, oh God, you're tall. Could you help me? You mind helping me? I said, I don't mind. How are you? And she said, can you reach that for me way up there? So something on the way, it was like some Diet Cokes, and she wanted 2 of them, and they were all the way at the top, and she could not reach them. And I thought it was, you know, so funny how I went to the store, and I was just like pushing my cart, grabbing my little salmon and my little stuff back there and trying to get out the store real fast. And then some little lady walks up to me. All the people in the store, you know, they always walk up to me. So, you know, it's okay, you know, because one day, you know, you never know, you know, whose angel you're going to be, or if you're going to need an angel. And I feel like that's another reason why we're put here. Because, you know, I remember the days, I guess I'm showing my age, when I used to go to the store and there was always workers walking up and working up and down the aisles. But now you can't find a worker. You know, if you want some help, you better off to ask somebody, hey, you know where they move the bread to, or this or that. People constantly ask me stuff like that, because the stores, I think I saw somewhere that was one of their tricks. They're constantly moving things around, because where your favorite things used to be, they're no longer there, you know. So I think they have now moved, like, I remember like chili and stuff and soup would have like its own aisle and stuff. Now they start to put that down there with the vegetables on certain stores. So it's just like, things are so different now, but that makes you go around the store, look longer, and grab more crap, you know. So that's what that does. But anywho, I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here. I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and y'all be blessed. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know where you're watching from. All right? Be blessed.